you people want from me? Hey, it's Cecil, and it's Monday, should editing go as smoothly as I hope it does. And I am making a Homestuck video in 2021. So this kind of had to happen for a reason that still kind of boggles my freaking mind. Cause see, even though I hadn't been posting videos for the last couple of years, especially not consistently, I was scrolling through my analytics, as I neurotically do sometimes, when I noticed a number that had gotten a bit larger since the last time I looked, bigger than any number on my channel tends to get. Yeah, over 1,000 views on a video about kismicissitude. Why y'all horny for your rivals? And I had to process the fact that the most popular video on my channel is about Homestuck. And it's not even like my current adult feelings on how these feelings work. It's when I was a teenager, still figuring some stuff out, still didn't completely have the words to describe certain feelings, and I just kind of thought that I would be doing y'all a disservice if I didn't update this. Without further ado, I guess we're getting into it. So as you may or may not know, there are 4 romantic quadrants in Homestuck, specifically with the Troll Society. They're aliens, their planet is called Alternia, and these quadrants all serve very specific cultural and interpersonal purposes. It's actually pretty interesting. I might delve into like the actual lore sometime, but for now we're just going to talk about how it applies to us, because a lot of us, I think, who read Homestuck kind of got curious about it because we realized that like these are some words for some feelings that we don't necessarily address. I'm not going to separate it into 4 different videos. I am going to give you a very straightforward rundown. Just to get it out of the way, first and foremost, matespritship. It's basically the exact same as whatever romantic relationship you have previously known about your entire life. It's the stuff that you read about in books and see on TV. It is the normal person meets person, falls in love with person, they are holding hands, they kiss, they get married, whatever. So there's absolutely no reason for me to need to like get super duper into this because you know what this is, it's just a different word for it. Number 2 is my favorite quadrant, as you all probably know if you've watched those past videos, which please don't, but also you can if you want to. Matespritship. Now, I have always had very strong feelings about this quadrant. I think that it's wonderful. I think the idea of loving someone in a way that isn't quite romantic, but it's definitely not platonic, it's something that has always just clicked in my head as like, yeah, I get that. And of course, at age 14, I didn't really know why, I just knew that. Now, 7 years later, 7 years later, I do kind of have an understanding of why this is, because, well, so yeah, I definitely wish that I understood what it was sooner. So there is an actual term for it. It is queer platonic or altruist attraction. And it is exactly what I just described about Moira Allegiance, where it's not romantic in the same way that like a girlfriend or a boyfriend is romantic. It's just something that's definitely more intimate and committed than a regular friendship. You might be attracted to them like aesthetically and like in a really specific way that isn't romantic, but you might want to kiss them, but like in a specific way. It's different. It's just different. I don't know how to explain. I have 3 altruist partners, so I should definitely be able to describe this feeling, but I can't. It is what it is. Go Google altruist attraction or queer platonic relationships, and that will explain all of this better than I ever could put into words. But essentially, that's what it is. Number 3, y'all's favorite, kismicissitude. What is kismicissitude? It's rivalry. It is pure rivalry with someone who you hate so much that there is also a little bit of romantic tension. I've always wanted to try and explain this quadrant, and I've never been very good at it. Some people think that I was. Cool. Let's go to a comment that I think was actually from this year. I'll also put it up on the screen, because this puts what kismicissitude is so freaking elegantly, and it's so exactly it. It's the definition that I have never been able to put into words myself. The romantic tension inherent in a healthy, bitter rivalry. Not only are you constantly trying to outdo each other, you are trying to impress each other. There's a mutual respect from that hatred. I wouldn't interact with you if it was simple platonic disdain. If you have a rival who you respect as an equal and find yourself constantly drawn towards, there you go. Your rival. Your foil. That's it. That's the thing. So, shout out to Logan Anderson for leaving that comment. Thank you. It just makes filming this video so much easier. So yeah, that's it. I couldn't put it into better words if I tried. But think like, towards the end of the Haikyuu manga, the way that Kageyama and Hinata are always back and forth, the push and the pull, and the making each other better, and the meeting each other on the world stage, and all of that stuff, It's that. It's the rivalry with that tension. You get it. I mean, you've all watched the video, so you probably get it. Okay, we're on the same page, which of course takes us to the fourth and final quadrant, auspicism, which is essentially when two people tend to bounce between regular mate-sprit-ship romantic and kismicissitude kinds of romantic. And it causes some problems as opposed to being something that they can just work through and deal with. And so a third person comes in and kind of facilitates their relationship to make sure that no lines are crossed and that everyone is stable. I would say that if you are the friend who offers to facilitate a relationship, but you're not a professional, don't take that kind of pressure on yourself. Dude, I know, you care about your friends, you want the relationships to be good, don't do it to yourself. Trust me. Oh man, trust me. It's not, no. And as for the people who are in the relationship, don't get someone to facilitate your relationship that is just some person that you guys both know. Go to therapy. And if therapy isn't accessible, find a way to work through your issues. Google stuff. There is plenty of resources on the internet that can at least give you a start where therapy would otherwise help. But yeah, couples counseling. An actual auspicist should be like a marital counselor. Listen. Don't put that kind of stress on your friends. Even canonically, in Homestuck, it kind of ends up where an auspicist is usually a little unhappy because they have these two people that they're managing as opposed to dealing with their own emotions in complex relationships. So it's just... Now, in my experience, you may be attracted to the same kind of person in every quadrant, or you might have a different preference in each one. For me, I am gay. That obviously affects the way that I romantically view people. But as far as like the pale quadrant for more allegiance, or, you know, altruist / queer platonic feelings, for me, I've noticed that I can have that sort of feeling for any gender. I don't have a lot of experience with kismicissitude. I kind of understand it, like, emotionally, but I don't think I've ever really had a rival in that way. I don't think I could handle it. I don't think it would push me to be better in any significant way. Attraction definitely is a multi-level sort of thing. There's so many different kinds of attraction, all of which have their place, definitely. And I don't think that it's bad to have words for that. And if the only words you have for it are Homestuck words, so what? I mean, honestly, who cares? Yes, it makes you sound a little bit like a crazy person when you try to explain it the first time or the first 50 times. So what? It explains a feeling, and all words to explain a feeling have to start somewhere. Find your people. And honestly, if none of these types of attraction apply to you either, that's valid. Everyone experiences things differently. Use what you have to communicate how you're feeling, and if you don't know how to communicate how you're feeling, don't feel bad about it. Feelings are hard. But don't feel ridiculous for relying on what words you know and that makes sense to you. Seriously though, you guys, thank you so much for getting one of my videos over 1,000 views. That is insane and just incredible. I still can't believe it. It's been like a year since it happened, I think, and I'm still just in complete shock and awe and just... You guys are amazing, and the fact that it was that of all things, I will joke and complain about it, but seriously, I'm quite happy. I think it's very fitting that that was the first video to do so well. I mean, not that one specifically. Something about Homestuck, yes. A little bit surprised that it was specifically Kiss Vicissitude, but hey, no judgment. And I'm just, I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so glad that everyone's been so nice as I'm coming back to YouTube and all of that. I've missed this so much, and it's just been a joy to be back. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling me your own thoughts, I guess, if you have any. I mean, what else are you gonna do, right? You can follow me in the links in the description box below, and make sure that you check out my Discord server. Come hang out with us. I definitely will keep you guys posted on the video making and editing processes, as well as when I plan on streaming on Twitch, because I've been doing that every once in a while, and hopefully will commit to a more regular schedule of doing that. So hey, I'm twitch.tv/thatoneawkwardfangirl. That's me. Come hang out. Be a bro, share this video with another bro, and if you have not done so yet, subscribe, because I hopefully make new videos every Monday.